Hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome back to Let's Play Soma. We have located the Ark. We have set the Ark on its present course towards the Omega Space Gun. So we are most likely in finale territory. I don't see us having that much left to do, barring maybe a tunnel collapse or something like that. I don't think we have that much left of the game, though, so if we're not in the finale already, we're definitely right at the cusp. So it's gonna keep following its track. I think it's starting to speed up, maybe to match my pace. I thought that might have indicated a tunnel collapse, but I think every time it shakes like that, it's starting to speed up more. And yeah, it should have just passed me. I kind of only caught that out of my periphery. We are close. We are close. I want to know what that's all about. Let me just backtrack a little bit down the tunnel just to make sure it did pass me. Because I didn't quite catch all of it. Yep. Okay, it did. So to my left, I could go off into the alcove. I'm going to save that for a second because I think I saw something at the end of this tunnel. Under all this rubble. There is a person under here. Oh, who is it?
What the hell is wrong with this place?
It's nothing to worry about. Just the warden flexing his muscles.
The warden? You mean WoW?
Well, down here he has many names. Warden, the Alpha.
Like in Site Alpha? I thought that was made up.
Made up. Then someone should really fire Johann Ross. Tell him there's no reason to walk these tunnels no more.
This section is gonna collapse.
You should try spending some time in the abyss, sweetheart. You know when shit's for real.
Catherine, move up. Come with me. Oh, okay.
Hey, wait for me.
Careful with the Ark.
Take it easy, it's not going to... Oh. For a moment, I thought it was going to collapse.
Yeah. So that's definitely not who I expected it to be, but we're slowly finding out what happened to his whole team. They were just dropping like flies as they journeyed closer and closer to the space gun. Okay, so the tunnel was... Oh, I almost went past it. I thought it was a little bit further down. That would have been really easy to miss. So I'm betting Catherine made it right there before succumbing to something. So... Oh, come on. I'm waiting for another anglerfish. I just want him to spring that again. Catherine must have made it to the end. She must have been right there. That would just make dramatic sense to me. This is interesting. This is different from what we've experienced before. This is like that spider cave, but it seems like a network to the other site. Whoa. Oh, shit. This is where it all went wrong. Yeah, we're back to feeling kind of threatened. I mistook that big fucking bit of rock for the worm from before. Yeah, they built this tunnel straight to Alpha underwater. Okay. Alpha, home of the warden. This is where Ross has been trying to goad us into coming all along. So we kind of have two goals. We have Ross's goal, which is to get to the heart of the WAU and shut that down. And then we have Catherine's goal, which is to launch the Ark. So where exactly did the Ark go? Because we've kind of lost track of the rail that it was on. This is certainly something new. Not gonna lie, the just turning around and running into the helmet got me a little bit. Just jumped. So this site is completely flooded. The first one in a really long time. We've come to a couple flooded out interior sections before, but nothing quite this big. This game's got immaculate art design. What a strong aesthetic. It does do a hefty job of conveying tension and pressure. Even though so far we haven't actually run into any danger. It's been like that a lot. Yeah, I know, Ross.
What you want.
I need you to stop the WoW.
What? How?
The enslaved protein sloshing around your suit is the noose from which the WoW will hang itself.
What are you talking about?
As soon as I came to Omicron, I tried to tell them to make the toxin that would make their WoW wither, but they didn't understand. They put it inside the cabinet. It was so infuriating. They needed to take it to Alpha, the fountainhead of the misery we created. And then the girl, she figured it out. She was going to take care of it, but the WoW shrieked. They all died. You took the gel from the cabinet and made yourself into a venomous snake.
You're saying this toxin inside of me can kill the WoW altogether?
You are the snake, Soma. Now strike at the heart.
The raw structure gel that Catherine told me to use to bind this suit. She knew about this all along. She knew. Wow. Okay. Okay. Catherine knew more than she let on. Of course she did. I'm not sure I like Ross as a plot device, because it's just so odd to have this outside disembodied voice that's not Catherine. Because Catherine originates from a source that you can kind of logically trace. Ross is harder. It's harder to place like what he actually is. It's kind of odd. The reason I paused in this tunnel though is because this was in the first gameplay trailer, albeit not underwater. But this scene, almost this scene identically, was in the first gameplay trailer for Soma, when I thought this was still set in space. This kind of hallway, this very Geiger-esque hallway. And it led right to this red core that I assume was their original intention for the WoW. We didn't know it was the WAU at the time, but this led out to it. By the way, I've been digging into why I thought this game was set in space. I'm not sure if it ever was. At first it looked like it. And plus, I read this Destructoid article that I sourced from April of last year that said it had a new setting, which was the ocean. But then I've been reading other interviews with Frictional where they said, yeah, we planned it to be in the ocean all along. It was super easy to come to that conclusion that we should set this in the deep sea.
What the hell is that?
The heart. It controls all the structure gel on PATHOS-II. All you need to do is poison the imprint, and the heart will unwillingly spread it across PATHOS-II, killing it. Feed it, Simon. Push your arm into the heart.
So I'm gonna do what I've been doing this whole time. So the structure gel that we gathered is Simon... the structure gel that we gathered is Simon 2 to use on the power suit that became Simon 3. That was made in such a way to be poisonous to the WoW. And the heart of the WoW is gonna pump this new structure gel everywhere.
Just force your arm inside it.
Oh, this big puckering sphincter. Oh, that's so gross. It's physically uncomfortable to look at. Ooh! Sooner or later, I kind of felt like this would happen. Oh! Holy shit!
Please, I did what you wanted.
You did good, Simon. But you can't leave. The only way to make sure the WoW stays dead is to destroy the only one who's immune to the new pattern. Don't worry. I'll make it quick.
Holy shit! It's the worm! And Ross was a physical entity this whole time, so how... The teleporting, how does that follow, like, logically? That's what keeps messing me up about Ross, is his teleporting around. That's what made me think he was a hallucination. Maybe it's just... like, because of the distortions in my vision, it appears like he's teleporting. I don't know. Okay, I'm not... Oh, hey. I thought I was okay. That was a little bit disorienting. So no, it's burrowing up underneath me. Yeah, just like it did for Ross. I don't know where I'm going, but... We still have to deal with the Ark. This is a problem. I wonder if I could have just not killed the WoW. Like, the WAU at this point is just acting on self-preservation. Is it trying to drag me back? Because it's not just swallowing me whole like Ross. Holy shit. Yeah. Maybe that would have been a game-altering choice to not kill the WoW. Oh, now I'm limping. This is not good. So, I wonder if Simon 3 taking so much structure gel from the pods alters that scene at all. God, how can I possibly outrun it in this state? I'm all jacked up. It's coming. Like, I used that poisonous, quote-unquote, gel, but aren't I also just... Didn't I just inject more of the WAU's normal gel back into it as well? Because I had taken so much? Not as much as Simon 2, but... I just have to limp my little heart out. Unless this is game over. Each time it's... Oh, it's really disorienting. Yeah, it's just dragging me back a little further each time. Oh, now I'm at a crawl. I feel like if I get caught one more time, I am dead. But how am I... Like, each time it drags me further back and I get disoriented. Ugh. Move, move, move. Hey there, buddy. Stay away. Just stay away for a little bit. Just give me a little bit of time. I probably took too long when I was in the tunnel looking behind me, trying to see if it was gonna come after me. That may have been a really big mistake. And this thing doesn't care about the light the way the other monsters of the Abyss did either. Which I guess they were foreshadowing him to think of it, because it snatched my helper that was lighting the way to Tau without any regard for the light before. And to be honest, I'm not totally confident there's any real way to deal with this other than to just run. Like, I don't feel like there's any hiding from this. I might make it this time. Oh, shit. This is gonna take a minute. Open, 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 open. Thank you. Let me in. Now, can it get through this opening? It seems like it should be able to. Alright, let's close this up, please. Fuck, Simon lost his arm. I didn't even get a chance to really wrap my head around that. How am I carrying the Ark around now one-handed? Being able to get caught so many times dilutes the threat a little bit, but then again, you can kind of see what they were going for. Like, that would have been a crazy difficult section if they didn't have that much leniency. So I went from Tau to Alpha to I must be at Phi. Okay. We've poisoned the WoW. Now all that should be left is to deal with the Ark.
This has to be Phi, right? Hope the Ark made it here in one piece.
I could use a bit of the old structure gel right now, ironically. I wonder if we're gonna get any more. Nah, no beep boop. Can't pry that open. Okay. Oh, we're gonna see Catherine again, yeah. Been missing her.
Chris, what the hell happened to your arm?
It's complicated. I just need to know one thing. I'll have both my arms in the armor, right?
Yes, of course. Are you okay, though? Can you do stuff?
Yeah. Let's just get this over with.
Did you find the Ark?
I did, but I kinda lost it on my way here on an automated tram thing headed to Phi. So it should be around somewhere.
That's great. Let's go get it.
Alright, so we'll pick back up on the rail somewhere around here. Shouldn't be too hard to find.
Alright, Phi is up and running.
We have too many directions to go. Let's check this out. Site map. This place isn't really that big looking.
A satellite is loaded into a shell. The shell is accelerated by electromagnets along the barrel. Enough momentum to escape Earth's gravity is gained before regression. Reaching space, the satellite will shed the shell and unfold. Onboard thrusters settle the satellite into an orbit.
Oh wait, I don't think anything more is gonna happen. That's a mighty impressive device. It's a goddamn railgun that fires satellites into space. Okay. More visits from Herber. Okay. After 10 years of impeccable operation, the Omega Space Gun will shut down, but it took an apocalypse to be made redundant. By Vic Auclair.
Did you find out what happened to the Ark team?
Not really. For some reason, they didn't go through with the launch, so they took the Ark back to Tau.
I hope everything's okay with the space gun.
Yeah, I doubt I'll be able to repair one of those.
No, it seems like the space gun's out of commission. It's not working. Is that why they abandoned the mission once they got to Phi? Oh, they even went out of their way to change the ladder climbing animation. Gruesome. Just really
This
gruesome.
feels like the longest day of my life. Has it just been one day?
I have no idea. Our time together is a confusing patchwork of moments to me.
What time is it then? What day?
It's May 11th, 2104, 3:30 a.m., but I don't remember when we started.
That's true. She shouldn't really have that much of a conception of the passage of time. Okay, what do we have here? A battery?
You know,
Let's
I
just
woke up
leave
in
that
my
there
bed
for now.
today. It just happens to have happened 100 years ago.
Sounds like a riddle.
It does. I woke up in my bed today, 100 years ago. Who am I? Who am I?
That's the question that the game has been asking through Simon all along. Yeah, I want this. Who am I? Who are you? What makes you you? It's the core of the whole game.
It's crazy to think where I am. Not only is this the future, it's in the middle of the sea. I know nothing of this time or what the world looks like.
Not much to brag about now. Before the comet, I guess it was okay.
Yeah, better not oversell it. Might change my mind about the Ark.
You seriously not gonna tell me what happened to your arm?
I had to make a quick stop at Site Alpha to help kill the WoW.
What? How? Why?
Stop it from torturing the memory of humanity.
Okay.
Just get back to work.
Simon sees it as torture, but
What will you do when you get into the Ark? What's the first thing?
Make sure the Ark is safe, stabilize flight path, activate solar panels.
What's the first human thing you're gonna do?
Oh. Watch the clouds roll by? Does that count?
I'd say
oh
so.
no. She did make it all the way here.
Are you suggesting we keep it down here? Doesn't that defeat the whole purpose? Eternity among the stars, remember?
The people inside the Ark won't know the difference. We can just keep it down here, and we don't have to risk the Ark being shot through 5,000 meters of broken barrel, and then push through another 100,000 meters of a dust-filled atmosphere.
Will the casing stand all that pressure?
Well, the odds aren't great.
Catherine, say something.
I don't care what you think. I'm launching it.
No need to be like that. Let's just hang on to it for a while and think about it. We can launch it later.
No, that wasn't the deal. We made it to save them. To launch it. Out there, it's hope. Down here, it's a fucking terrarium waiting to die with the rest of us.
Come on, Catherine. It's not asking much. Let's just think about it before we risk the only hope humanity has to survive this hell.
No, we launch it today. This is my project, my Ark.
It's bigger than that. Don't you get it? It's not for you to decide. We're talking about the fate of mankind.
Get away from the Ark. I'm taking it.
No, you're not.
I'm not gonna let you ruin this.
Stop it!
Guys, calm down.
Get away from me! No!
What the fuck did you do?
It was an accident.
Catherine, talk to me. Catherine.
Oh God. Catherine,
Did you say something?
it's you. You had an accident.
What do you... Oh. You mean Catherine. Don't worry, it's better this way.
Oh man. Right, she was scanned before this, so she wouldn't know how she was killed or why. How do you accidentally bludgeon someone with a wrench, though?
I think I found the assembly space.
What do you see?
It's like a huge open shell, a bullet ready to be loaded.
That's great. All prepared for the Ark.
Right, I'll go pick it up.
How did she die?
You got into a fight with your colleagues. They didn't want to risk launching the Ark. Thought I might not make it through the atmosphere.
They killed me?
I'm sure it was an accident. They were just trying to stop you from launching.
That's a pretty hardcore way of trying to stop someone. Like, what, did they just try to lightly
How
crack
did
her
they
with the
kill me?
wrench?
Catherine,
I know I'm not an easy crazy person to like. I just thought they trusted me.
Come on, don't do this to yourself.
Did you have friends in Toronto, Simon? Real friends?
There were some. Jesse, Sean, Kevin.
I always wanted a friend. Like a real one. Someone you'd never hold back with.
I'll be your friend.
Oh, pity friendship? Now I feel even worse.
Do you think the Ark will make it through the atmosphere and into space?
It almost doesn't matter anymore. We just need to try. If we burn, we burn. If we're lucky, we just gave humanity a new chance, a whole new era. With the Ark on Earth, maybe we have a few decades of power to keep it running. In space, we have thousands of years.
Still, one hell of a gamble, though.
This was never about certainty. It's about hope.
Alright, so we'll grab the battery that we plugged in, and I'm going to put it back in that side room just to give us some light in the main room so I can do a quick little once-over. One more once-over. Because there were these two locked doors in here that were unpowered. So I don't think power in the main room should power these up, but I'm pretty sure there's a battery slot. Yeah, there's a slot in this door for the battery. I should have noticed that earlier, but what are you gonna do? Alright, let's go ahead and grab that. So the rail splits off in this main room. But one of the directions that leads into the main room is over here. So the Ark should be behind that door. Now we just have to open things up and hope that the Ark is safe and sound. Yes, indeed. Anything else in this room before we pick that up? No. Of course not.
We got the Ark back.
Good job, Simon. Take it to the assembly space and load the bullet.
Before I do that, I know I'm gonna need the battery. Oh, I can't pick it up with the Ark in hand. So I guess this does answer my question about how Simon's gonna lug this thing around one-handed. He's just kind of resting it on his stump and carrying it with the other hand. Alright, we're all loaded up, but we still need that battery to be plugged in the space gun room. Or maybe all it does is provide light, but I doubt it. Seems too integral. God, they did Catherine dirty. Alright, alright. What now? Got it loaded in. Ah, console up here. It's now powered on. Closing bay. Safe and secure inside.
I'm really not that familiar with guns of any size. Oh, here we go. All systems say go.
Lock and load.
Come back up and we'll head out to the gun.
Is it really that easy? What are the odds of this thing just breaking apart mid-launch? That stump is one big symbol of what Simon has been through. It's a good way of metaphorically laying out his... Not only metaphorically, but literally laying out his struggle.
Now what?
Now we just need to get the shell into the gun and then, kaboom.
Aren't you forgetting something? How are you gonna get us on board the Ark? Don't we need to make another scan?
Oh, don't you worry. You don't operate something like the Omega space gun with your bare hands.
You mean, it's a pilot seat? Like back at Omicron?
Yes, and we can use it to transfer you to the Ark while operating the gun. 2 birds and all that. Now, take the Omnitool and plug it in next to the seat and I'll guide you through the final steps.
We're gonna create assignment 4. Of course. Albeit, it's just gonna be a virtualized Simon, but it's still gonna leave Simon 3's body back here, though. Oh, Simon's gonna freak out again. Wait, there was nothing else to do down there. So, did she just open up a new door in here? Yeah, this one. Ah, okay. The launch bay. Or launch dome. Yeah. She mentioned it, I was like, wait, where should that be? One more underwater section. The way the rising water level carries the reflection of the light is really neat. I don't know if I've ever pointed that out before, but it's just a technically really pleasing effect. Alright, we still filling up? Yeah. Oh, I'm anxious to get on with this. We're so close to the end now. Holy shit, holy shit.
Oh, I'll never get used to that.
Guess you won't have to. Not after this is over.
Right. Have a seat.
She still will, because she'll still be down here with Simon. It'll just create a Catherine 3.
Comfortable?
As good as it's gonna get.
Okay, I'll activate the seat. You should be able to use the machines to load the bullet you assembled.
How do you operate this thing?
Don't know, I never tried this one. But pilot seats are notoriously easy to use, so it shouldn't be a problem.
Ah, it's a crane puzzle, kinda. Okay, this actually doesn't seem that bad. I normally hate crane puzzles. But all we're doing is picking up the payload and dropping it onto the gun. That is so impressive looking.
Okay, ready when you are. Just hit the button and we're off.
But we need to transfer our minds to the Ark.
We also need to make sure it launches at all, so I tied them to a single switch. Just push the button and we're off.
So hitting the button triggers the launch sequence and the start of the scan. So, this is it.
What are you waiting for?
Just bracing myself.
Well,
yeah.
push the button when you're done.
Let's do it.
Here we go. No turning back.
Thank you, Simon.
Don't mention it.
It's an amazing thing you did. And I want you to know I appreciate it.
Okay, please don't have a Catherine heel turn right at the end here.
Time, 20 seconds.
What's the matter with the upload?
Just give it a second.
Thought you guys would have better bandwidth in the future.
Oh, wow. There's no way it's going to make it. Simon is going to be caught in some kind of limbo state. Halfway uploaded. I wonder if that renders him a vegetable.
7, 6.
You gotta be kidding me!
5, 4, 3, 2.
Oh, okay.
Fuck yeah, we made it! I'm still here. I'm still here. Catherine?
Oh. Is he gonna wind up being all alone? No, okay.
What went wrong?
Nothing. They're out there, among the stars. We're here.
No. We were getting on the Ark. I saw it. It finished loading just before it launched.
Yeah, I saw.
Then why are we still here?
Simon, I can't keep telling you how it works. You won't listen. You know why we're here. You were copied onto the Ark. You just didn't carry over. You lost the coin toss. We both did. Just like Simon at Omicron, just like the man who died in Toronto 100 years ago.
No. This is bullshit. We came all this way. We launched the Ark.
I know it sucks, but our copies are up there. Catherine and Simon are both safe on the Ark. Be happy for them.
Are you crazy? We're gonna die down here with those fuckers living at large on a spaceship. They're not us. They're not us.
I'm sorry you feel that way, Simon. I'm proud of what we did. We made sure that something of the hundreds of thousands of years of human history survives, that something lives on.
No. Fuck this. Fuck you. Fuck this. Fuck you.
Aw,
Fuck you, Catherine. You
come
lied.
on.
I believed in you. I trusted you. You said we're getting on the fucking Ark.
We are on the Ark, you idiot! I didn't lie. I can't be responsible for your goddamn ignorance. You
Fuck!
Oh no, no.
Catherine? Please don't leave me alone.
Now he really is all
Catherine?
alone.
Catherine?
Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god. Oh my god. I want to call him a fucking idiot, but I understand where he's coming from now a lot better than I did before. That's fucking heartbreaking. He's isolated alone at the bottom of the ocean. I feel terrible. Not even Catherine. What a bittersweet ending, because yeah, the Ark launched, it might have been successful. Simon 4 might be happy living at large, like Simon put it. But like Simon, it's weird that he doesn't understand this by now, but now I kind of get why he doesn't, because he's looking at it as a coin toss. What a fucking ending. What a game. Frictional knocked it out of the park with this one. That was a punch to the gut. Normally this is where I would give my rundown, my overview, like this is what I liked about the game, this is what I didn't like, but I'm so speechless right now, I can't get my head straight. On the bright side, the Ark launched, everyone's probably happy inside it, ignorant to the suffering and isolation of their copies, what they've had to endure after they've been copied. But at the same time, Catherine's just poofed out of existence. Catherine 2. Simon is in total isolation. And the last thing that ever happened between that Simon and that Catherine was this knockdown, drag-out, horrible fight. Absolutely vicious. Come on, what's our stinger? Stinger's on the Ark, right? Just what a fucking great game. We're on the Ark. This is what I wanted.
Whoa. Is this... Did it work?
And this is Simon 4, the Simon that, as Simon 3 put it, won the coin toss. Oh yeah. Yeah. I thought we were still underwater for some reason. Man. The ending is super bittersweet, but it ends here on this emotional high. We get to end with the Simon for whom it actually works out. We get to see both perspectives. We get to see the Simon for whom nothing works out, and Simon for whom everything works out. Fuck yeah! This is great! Now what I want this to end on is I want to find Catherine. I want it to just fade to black right there. Okay. You've successfully entered the Ark. This survey is designed to give the developers a better understanding of your subjective experience. I like this. This is going right back to the survey that we took way back in the beginning. I feel awesome. I feel invigorated. These are the exact same question. These are the exact same questions as before. So are we going to get the global results now in a comparison of the before and after? How would you describe your mental condition? I feel awesome. I feel normal, I guess. I guess I'm not really answering that in character, but then again, how can I? So before I said they felt dulled or numb, let's just say that they're vivid now. I don't know how I would be able to answer that in character. Would you describe the sensation of your new condition? It's pleasant. Are you troubled by the fact that you're no longer strictly human? Not human, but still a person. How do you perceive your new existence? Like a new chapter in my life. Do you think this new existence will be a life worth living? Of course, yeah. Would you rather be removed from the project and accept death? No. I'm good with this. Holy shit. Your answers have been saved. Oh, I was kind of hoping for, like, Life is Strange style global results. Or even a before and after. This is so beautiful. This is amazing. What's that off in the distance? Could you imagine if we wound up back in Toronto? It's not, but still.
Catherine?
No. Yes! Yes! Yes!
Catherine! I can't believe we actually made it.
Well, we did.
I'm so relieved.
It's okay, Simon. Everything's all right now.
That is perfect. That is pitch perfect. That's exactly how I wanted it to end. We even get to see a view of the Earth post-comet strike. And it's juxtaposing these so you don't forget the Simon that's at the bottom of PATHOS-II, but you also don't forget the one that made it onto the Ark, drifting out in space peacefully. Shit. I'm just so happy with this. I'm happy that there wasn't some big, shitty, contrived twist. I'm happy there wasn't some silly Catherine 11th hour heel turn. I'm happy that the Carthage Industries thing did kind of turn out to be a red herring as far as the main plot goes. Like, there's probably a lot of like, backstory involving Carthage and their shady operations, but it didn't become a main focal point of the plot. Like, I was worried that it was just going to go into a cliche Wayland-Yutani kind of direction, which in backstory and lore it probably does, but again, main plot, it doesn't have to deal with that. I'm happy that didn't become a big thing. And the face that used to be on the main menu that was kind of disfigured and disjointed is now unified, and it's Catherine. Perfect. I'm happy there was no twist of like, oh, we were in a simulation all along. We were in the Ark all along. I'm happy that they played it. I'm happy that they played that ending straight, and they didn't go for the twist just to have a twist. It works so well. It works on so many different levels. On such a profound emotional level as a great work of science fiction. It explores so many little facets of the self and consciousness and personhood. What a great journey and a great experience this was. I have little things that bug me, but they feel so small right now. Some of the exposition dumps were, slightly clumsy, but I don't even know if I can really make that big of a deal about stuff like that. It wasn't as scary as I would have liked it to be, except that really intense abyss section. But it's hard to fault them because 99.9% of the horror comes from the existential crisis of dealing with the self. And I could say that, like, most horror games don't really scare me that much. I will say that the landscape of horror games is a lot different now from when The Dark Descent burst onto the scene and changed the game, so to speak. And the trend that The Dark Descent started is starting to grow a little bit stale. And there's so many first-person, non-combat, limited interactivity kind of horror games now that I need some variety going forward. The Dark Descent was the levee giving way that started a flood, and now this style is feeling a little bit waterlogged because we got a torrent instead of a steady flow of these kinds of horror games. That's the best I can do to stretch this metaphor. Soma maybe fell victim a little bit to the trend that its predecessor started, but hard to really fault it for that. That's nothing compared to what I got out of this, though. One of the strongest narratives in ages. Really thorough interrogation of the idea of the self as its core conceit. Very, very strong aesthetic. Great characters. I love Catherine as a character so much. She's a super strong foil for Simon. It's scary. It's cool. I love this game. And I'm still just having a hard time getting my head straight, so I'm gonna wind up rambling. Yeah, it didn't have the raw, visceral tension of too many threats. Like, a lot of the monsters were designed really cool, and they were threatening to some extent, but it's a much deeper psychological, cerebral kind of experience. It's disturbing on just that primal level of an existential threat versus an explicit one to your character. I hope people don't wind up ragging on Simon too much for him not getting the idea of being copied rather than transferred. His coin toss analogy started to really make sense to me. Like, it helped me to understand what he's dealing with in his own head a lot better. I don't know, it's a really difficult concept to try to translate for an audience, really difficult to present in any form, really. I get how Simon feels now. He feels like it was a coin flip that he lost, like his consciousness that was Simon 3 should have been the one that woke up on the Ark. It's not correct thinking, but what matters is not that Simon is right, but that you can understand why he's thinking that way, you know? Like, I think about this all the time. Billions and billions of people across time and space, and one day my consciousness just poofed into existence as me, Dave, and nobody else. It's kind of fallacious to think about it that way, like you beat the odds to be you, to one day just poof into existence as you. It's fallacious to think about it that way, but that's kind of the way that some people wind up wrapping their heads around it. Around the idea of you and your own consciousness. And that's kind of how Simon envisions it. I don't know, I'm going to start talking in circles. I get where he's coming from with that, though. I get his frustration and his confusion now. I get the impression that Frictional was thinking along those lines. Man, I might have to make a separate video just to give some more extended thoughts on this game, because holy shit, I'm going to have a lot to ponder. That was Soma. Great journey. Loved it. The pacing was spectacular. Spectacularly on point. That's going to do it for now. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take it easy. Have a good one, everyone.